Capricorn, welcome to your mid-month check-in. So that's my bad. Somehow I missed it on the calendar. It has been a chaotic past couple of months, but I typically try to do a general overview for the upcoming month, and May completely fell off my radar. So we're going to do a mid-month check-in, covering, like I said, the middle of the month towards the end of the month, yeah? What's going on, please? Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn, or a 369 in-depth, yeah? Show me Capricorn. Regardless, take it resonates, leave it does not. If there's more than one energy clearly apparent to you on this board today, then you reverse those energies as you see fit. These are, after all, general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate, yeah? Frustrating but normal. Check your placements, you will find yourself in there somewhere. Oh yes, honey. I'm in your Capricorn, so I know you understand. Disclaimer. And why I have to do it, I know. It's there. I gotta do it, guys. Gotta run those disclaimers. I know you understand. What's going on, please? Capricorn's like, we invented disclaimers. I bet you did. I bet you did. What's going on, please? Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn. Excuse me. Show me Capricorn, please. Show me Capricorn. I know we got some of the sniffles. All right, hold on. Did you know? I just discovered this, okay? But did you know? You can buy cold foam, okay, for at-home use for your coffee. I did not know this until recently. I almost literally stumbled upon across it when I was at the store. And it's like, cold foam in a can. What? And I heard the angels sing in a choir, and I had that moment of, yes. I'm all about the little things, okay? I'm all about the little things because the big things have a tendency to take care of themselves. They sort themselves out. The little things, honey, you got to appreciate those little moments in life where you're like, this was for me. This moment was for me, okay? Look, some of us live for those little moments, let me tell you, all right? There you are. There you are, loud and proud, right away. Knight of Swords. His Six of Swords. Ooh, we got some attitude on that one. We got some attitude. We'll get back to that attitude. I knew I was going to see that. The Empress and the Eight of Wands. Okay. Four of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Okay. You are taking what looks like you're on the verge of it, or you're about to radical, swift action to leave something behind. You're kind of literally on your own tail with this one, as that was your power card on the opening there. Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords. You are in some sort of rush to be done with something, leave it behind, and you're adamant about it as well. Like, that's it. I ain't having this. I don't know what it is, but it's... The action's a little swift because your power energy is behind it. Okay. I know it means something to you. It's important. I don't know how this is going to suit you just yet. Let's move on a little bit. Eight of Swords, the Empress, the Eight of Wands. It's kind of like saying my determination, your motivation, is to say I need to step back into my own role, sense of empowerment. Okay. But there's a blind spot here at the Eight of Swords. I know you intend well for yourself, as you should. With the Empress here, Eight of Wands, it's literally saying I need to communicate and act in my own best interest, but there's something here you can't see, the Eight of Swords. Or you're not ready to acknowledge it yet. So while your motivation to do well for yourself and to do best by you, for you, with all your best will and intent behind it is there in terms of empowerment. But there's something we're not quite seeing. I see you slowly opening up to this idea of, why are you unhappy? And it's a small question, Page of Wands, and it's taking you a long time to get there with the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. In some small way, you really want to understand where this unhappiness is coming from. And it immediately draws my attention back to that opening, why you were so swiftly like, I gotta just go. It's almost kind of cold, a little shut down. I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. Now, so long as that's in your best interest, I won't disagree with it. I need to see what your motivation is, though, to leave something behind and to do it yesterday. Okay, so let's see you, the devil. Let's see that devil, please. Let's see the devil. Don't get me wrong, you are absolutely on a quest to be the best that you can be. This is your motivation. It's quite high. But there's something here we can't see yet. Let's see that devil. So you and your determination to leave this behind. I know you mean it well for yourself. But I want to understand your motivation and how you think it lends to your sense of empowerment. Let's see that devil here. Show me the devil. Show me the devil. Show me that devil, please. Four of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Fool. You're insistent that whatever it is that you're doing is what 1,000% what you want to do. So far, you're not having given me any reason to argue with you. You said you've taken this to table, you've taken this to rest, you've taken this to bed. Four of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Fool. You say you want to blast open with the full strength of your own particular conviction and or spirit that it's time to open up in your best interest. It's time to do right by me, is what that energy is, right? And you are adamant with the devil there. It's been within you, building in you, persistence. I need to put myself first. I need to put myself forward, first and forward. It's like I've rested long enough on this subject. I need to get on with my own personal endeavors and being open to what brings me joy in my life and how it is that I love myself. I want to go out into the world, whatever that looks like or the form it takes for you. Why are you so adamant, though? And what is it that you're leaving behind in order to pursue this? Let's see that Knight of Swords, please. I respect that energy, I do. You said you've thought about it, you've rested on it, absolutely. Four of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Fool. I want to be open, by God. I want to be open to me. I need to live life on my terms. And I understand that, Cappy. I do. But why are you so rushed about it? Let's see that Knight of Swords. Let's see that Knight of Swords. Show me that Knight of Swords. Show me that Knight of Swords. In many respects, I want to applaud you. I've never seen someone so anxious to leave the starting gate to, like, say, a race or something. Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace. You keep saying, it's my time, it's my time. I believe you. I do. I believe you. The strength of your conviction is so high. It's like something lit a fire under your ass, and you are all about that sense of freedom. I gotta go. Manifest destiny. Opportunity awaits. Strike while the iron is hot. I've had plenty of time to think about this. This is my time. This is my time. This is my time. I got you. It is your time. I don't argue with it. I'm not trying to argue with that. You say, you know what's up. I believe you. You're saying it's time to act. I've waited too long. And you know, the thing is, you know my work. Don't wait. So you are definitely like the definition here of strike while the iron is hot. But it's so adamant. And it's so quietly loud to you. And if you're trying to honor that spirit, I can do this. This is my life. This is my destiny. It's time I took control of it. All of that. I respect that energy a lot. You know, a lot of people are happy to stay stuck in the dumps. You wouldn't think so, but there are many people really just want to stay unhappy so they have something to complain about. Misery loves company. And who's going to be your best friend in that? Yourself. So I really respect the strength of your conviction. What it is you want to see for yourself, the way you're moving towards it. I need to understand why. What's with this persistence? Because you're hitting a blind spot here. Okay. What's going on? Let's see that Six of Swords. Show me that Six of Swords, please. As soon as you set out on your adventure, you're kind of like, I didn't think about that. I didn't see that. You know? Now, granted, we cannot completely 100% prepare for all journeys. That's true. And a lot of people get hung up on that, too. Well, if I'm going to take a new journey, I have to know everything. I have to plan it out. There can be no surprises. Well, it's not much point in taking a journey or an adventure. You know what I'm saying? But where's this conviction coming from? Let's see that Six of Swords. Show me that Six of Swords. Show me that Six of Swords. Like I'm going on my adventure. But here's the thing. Some of it you've been cultivating, okay? truths, opportunities. You know what it reminded me of? It's kind of like bringing to mind that sense of the California gold rush. That's what it feels like. You see the opportunity, you say this is yours, and boom, out you go, trekking halfway across or all the way across the nation to get to this promise of gold. And it's like you have a gold rush on you, honey. It's something that you feel you have to get to, and you need to do it now, preferably yesterday, but yesterday's gone, right? All right, what's with the Six of Swords? Eight of Wands, Two of Swords, King of Pentacles. There it is. There is this sense of opportunity elsewhere. You're just not entirely sure of it. You're saying you don't know absolutely if it's correct. You say you don't have 100% certainty that whatever these opportunities are correct, or that they're even completely in place, but you're trusting yourself on this one. Ooh. Okay. I got some balls on you today, eh? Not that you normally don't. I'm just saying. You're pulling up roots, and you're planting yourself somewhere else in a very real way. And it's like, I don't know if it's going to work out. I don't know if it's going to stabilize. I just know, practically speaking, I feel and have concluded, because there's a lot of sword in here too, that this is the best direction for me. I have no absolutes, but I feel like if I keep putting this off, it will never happen. Okay. Okay. So that means you parting ways with what you have known, so you can enter into something that you think is promising. You seem to have very strong convictions that whatever this is you were looking for is promising, and that also, P.S., it suits you. This is personal sense of self right here. Okay? Okay. You are literally leaving something behind, that which you've known, to enter what looks like, I said, brand new opportunities, some that you have been thinking about, but you also say, there is a small admission in here, there's no guarantee around it. Oh yeah, I told you, when you start off on a new journey adventure, there really are no guarantees. You can only really go by what you know and what you feel, and that's how I see you operating. Why is it so fast, though? Is this a limited time offer kind of thing? You have to make a snap decision? Because there's so much rush on this, and you are literally uprooting your life. That's the Capricorn I'm looking at, in case I wasn't clear on that point. You are uprooting your life to pursue something new. And you have most of the data in place that's lended to, like, say, 80% of your confidence in moving forward in this direction. You are a calculated risk taker. A lot of people will say, because all signs have pros and cons. Famously, Capricorn's biggest complaint is that you won't take any risks. I was like, no, that's not true. They will, just so long as the odds are in their favor. So that's what you call a calculated risk. So if Capricorn doesn't take a risk on something or someone, you are not a good risk estimate. That's it. I mean, there's no pretty way to put... It's not me, honey. That's the sign. I mean, Capricorn, above all, is known for their efficient practices. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The sign is the sign is the sign. Whatever your sign is, if you're cross-watching, you have pros and cons too. That's it, how it is for everybody. So... And you're telling me this should be a good risk, Christina. This should be a good risk. And perhaps it has a limited time offer on it, because you are moving with some speed. But you're also reassuring me. I've had enough time to think about it. I have. Yeah. All right, what's up with this Eight of Swords? Show me this Eight of Swords. Show me the Eight of Swords. Show me the Eight of Swords. Show me the Eight of Swords, please. Queen of Swords, Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords, Four of Wands, Queen of Cups. We can't see this. What is this? Show me this Empress, please. Show me the Empress. Show me the Empress. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Three of Wands. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's that Knight of Swords again. I was about to say, are we leaving this person behind too, or what are we doing? You're not really acknowledging it. Because apparently it's important. There's two people in this relationship. Literally two people here. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Four of Wands. Eight of Swords. There's something here you're trying not to think about. That's a relationship of some sort between yourself and someone else. And it was like, I'm not trying to think about that. And then I had to clarify that Empress, you are saying that it's going to be fine. Are we having to leave this person behind to pursue opportunities? But you're saying, I'll see you at a distance. Three of Wands. Okay. So this is where that 20% of uncertainty comes in. Okay. Three of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, you're saying, I know my worth, I have to move in this direction, but I will look backwards at you. So what you're telling me, and again, this is what's in the cards, guys, and sometimes it can be very vague, as in a spiritual concept people need to grasp in order to move on with their lives, or sometimes it can be extremely 3D, where I see people moving to and fro. This is yours, okay? This is the Capricorn I'm looking at, so this got very specific very quickly. Take it as nicely, but it's not. It's either your reading or it's not. That's it. That's all there is to it. If you try to force it to fit, you've already lost. Tarot's not about winning or it has to fit me. No. These are collective readings. Anyone who has access to YouTube can see them. The more you watch, the more you can contribute your energy, and I will pick up something. But that's not always the case. So the Capricorn I'm looking at, you're trying not to worry or show emotional doubt about a relationship that you say, at least for now, you're going to separate yourself from it in order to pursue an opportunity. It's not a judgment on my part. Not at all. It's just you were so adamant at your opening. So adamant. I have to do this for me. I believe you. That's why I didn't dispute it. You're saying I have to do this. But the action surrounding it was swift and it was adamant. Absolutely adamant. Which made me hesitate a little bit. You said the odds are in your favor that this will work, but you are focused on the horizon outward. And then I see you literally moving away from your point of origin to pursue those opportunities. 80% certain that it'll work. I believe you've done that too. But it's like, where's the hesitation though? Capricorn, get to the point. Where's the hesitation? Where is it? There is someone you're leaving behind, but you seem to be convinced it shouldn't be an issue. That's you not wanting to look at that Eight of Swords. Okay? Could be reversal. Could be someone moved on from you and they said, oh, we'll still be together. It'll just be long distance or temporary long distance. That Eight of Swords here suggests I'm trying to minimize it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to put too much feeling or thought into it. I just understand we're in a relationship and it should be okay. You know, we'll see each other at a distance. We'll keep in touch. No big deal. So this is where I actually see somebody's energy pull back quite dramatically and act like it's not a big deal. It is. We don't want to give it too much weight, though. It makes us nervous if we put too much thought into it. So while your physical energy is moving off onto another point of horizon, your emotional energy is looking backwards and trying to not make this situation into a big deal. Okay? So here's your physical self. Here's your emotional self. And it comes back to this relationship where we are kind of roughly in agreement with somebody that this is how it has to be for right now. But let's not question it too deeply because then we'll cause problems, right? It feels like a very quick agreement to make this long distance for someone, and I believe it's you, to pursue an opportunity. So this is where we all have choice. I think the more you two address this choice, that blind spot will go away. Okay? Because there's a sense of I'm making an empowered decision. I am doing what's right for me. On that part, I don't disagree with you at all. You are saying this is what's right for you and in your best interest, and that's why you're moving so fast. It's about security. This is for you. You got to pursue it. You made that very clear. Okay? So in that part, I agree with you. You looking backwards over a distance over your shoulder for this relationship that you seem to be convinced you're temporarily leaving it behind. Okay, that's what I want more thought to go into, because it does look like a relationship, a lovely one between yourself and someone else. Okay? But we're trying not to discuss the feeling aspect of it so much. Okay. So here, then, that would be the emphasis on the communication. 8 of Wands. Let's see that. Let's see that 8 of Wands, please. Do you believe the long distance thing will work? Or the reason that you're trying to avoid that discussion is because you're kind of afraid it won't? I suppose is me getting to the point for your situation. You know, if we talk about it too much, we might plant seeds of doubt. Therefore, I don't want to discuss it too much. Or, you know, it's a real problem. Or it could be. Because how do you deal with these two things, right? Something that you know is right for you but requires you to expand outwards. And a relationship that looks like you find yourself in with someone else. Let's see that 8 of Wands. This is real life stuff, guys. It happens all the time. Let's see that 8 of Wands. We have the 6 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. See, there's some deception in here about how this is really playing out. This was my concern this whole time. So I'm actually glad to see it, because now we have the heart of it discovered, literally. So here we have that communication, 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups. It's literally this, like, you and I we're gonna stay in touch. You know what? You're gonna wish I was gone, because we're gonna be so much in touch. We're gonna FaceTime, we're gonna message, we're gonna email, we're gonna do all this stuff. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I gotta go. I got this opportunity. I gotta pursue it. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Not a problem. You know what? You're gonna be sick of hearing from me. The fact of the matter is 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Someone here in the 6 of Cups, and this is someone whom we've known. Okay? We know it's causing heartbreak, but it's a form of self-sabotage because we're not acknowledging it. So this is that blind spot I was hearkening back to and alluding to over here. This is, by all rights, a functioning relationship, but we're not trying to see how it's emotionally affecting the other by this distance. Okay. Here we have the respect of the connection at the emotional level. Talking to it, we're talking to it, we're talking, see? Look, we're talking. But we're not actually acknowledging how the distance is kind of wreaking havoc here. Okay, so this is where people really have to kind of dig deep. When we talk about long-distance relationships, there really are a couple different kinds of people. Not just two, there's a couple, but more or less we can shape them into one or two categories. Because I love this connection so much, count me in, I can do this. And there's other people like, well, practice makes perfect. Regardless of how I feel about it, if I practice at it and keep communicating with it, then it should be fine, you know. Emotionally speaking, someone really wants this to be the case. Because I care about this, and I still want it to be here for me. I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to insist that this is fine. And it doesn't seem to be. So, in fact, what we do is we end up avoiding the emotional erosion, okay? And pretend everything's fine when it's actually, that's not the case. Because here it's not practice means perfect. It means we got to keep this going and pretend like this distance between us isn't hurting the relationship. It is taking away from our sense of empowerment here. I respect your need to pursue this opportunity. I do. But there's something about this relationship and how, whatever form that takes, because the relationship in Tarot 4 of Wands, it's however two people define it. Pretending that the communication alone is enough to keep this going and thriving, this is not correct. It's hurting the both of you to some extent. So I don't know how far distance this is, if this is temporary or long-term. I just know that it is creating more havoc than we are acknowledging here, and it's causing self-sabotage. Okay? That the communication's enough to float this. Why? We both have good feeling, except when we're not addressing the feeling. Okay? for some reason, they can't join you where you are. I don't know. Let's see. Let's keep going on. You have to kind of prioritize, you know. Sometimes we can't do both. Sometimes we can't have a new opportunity and for pre-existing constructs to follow us. Sometimes we have to make those decisions. I just don't want anybody to be in that situation, keeping the communication and pretending that it's fine and that it's not causing harm for either one of us, that everything's normal. No, it's not. The dynamic has changed, the situation has changed, the circumstances have changed. We need to acknowledge the change, not ignore it, okay? And it's going to take two. Because they could be playing along on the other side, being like, everything's fine. I don't know. Yeah, I hardly noticed that you're not here, Capricorn. We can totally have a healthy, functioning relationship. So they could be playing along with that too. Absolutely. I just don't think it's okay for either one of you, but you're both pretending like it is. And this is where we have the fractured self, and that doesn't help anybody. I mean, how free are you to pursue these opportunities if you're looking backwards and you feel bad about this? You know? Let's see that Four of Cups. Show me that Four of Cups. Show me that Four of Cups. Show me that Four of Cups. There's the disappointment, the upset, the Sun, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Yeah, the communication's still ongoing. This relationship, no matter how far away it is from you, it's still, the communication's still going. But we're not so convinced that the facade's kind of, the mask is starting to slip. Let's put it that way for both sides. For both sides. That's the equal division of labors, if you will. For both people here in this relationship, you're both starting to communicate your unhappiness. We're feeling less and less sunny about this, the both of you. And it's kind of like you're both acknowledging, well, it sucks, but what can either one of us do about it? You know, let's just keep talking and maybe things will be okay. We need to work through this, guys, a little more. You can't pretend all is well when it's not. It will really put a dampen on our new opportunities here if we keep looking backwards and we see somebody we're connected to, we're supposed to care about and love, and we feel completely disconnected from them, because technically we are. We need to acknowledge this, not to continue to, I mean, you both saying, well, this sucks, isn't helping anybody. I think we need to have a realistic talk about what a long distance relationship or connection means to the both of you. And if you want to keep this going in that way, or can it be modified? You know, you may not have to just throw it out the window, but perhaps it needs modification. I don't know, but I don't like the way it's standing. Neither do you. Let's see that Knight of Pentacles, please. I need somebody here to have an honest conversation. We got to stop tiptoeing around each other's feelings, because that's exactly what's causing the problems. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. That's the Five of Swords there, guys. Everything is not fine. And if you're that person, like I made that decision a long time ago. I'm not a long distance person, honey. I'm too much of a big feeler. I can't. You know, but that's me. That's my choice. That's my decision. I just know me. Long distance and I do not mix. Doesn't matter how much I love someone, if they're far away from me, emotionality can sustain so long without physical contact and memories being made. I mean, you know, other people are, they can. That's their spirit, that's their energy, that's their choice. Whatever this is doesn't seem to be working out for either one of you. Okay. Let's see that Knight of Pentacles. Let's see that Knight of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. You know, your sense of intuition, flow, and direction has changed so much. You're finding yourself less and less able to attach to this. Where you're going and why has changed so much and evolved over time. Let me ask you something. Capricorn I'm looking at, why were you so adamant to take these opportunities? Because they reflected the change and growth that you needed? or how you were supposed to anchor to where you are today and not move. Something about, I'm curious about why they can't join you. If they can't, they can't. But are they a part of your evolution? Is that what this absence is? The separation is to kind of point out the obvious at this point to you two? Or is it meant to showcase that you're both still supposed to be together? You understand? Who you are today and who you are then are two different Capricorns. It's just, it was a very slow evolution. Your sense of intuition would have you drive in another direction. Okay. Away from this broken communication. And the sense of being in touch with someone at a distance and still kind of pretending that it's a relationship that's functioning and us being blind to it. I don't think that's a good representation of who you are today or them. It doesn't seem to work well for either one of you, but you both kind of keep up the pretense that it does. Okay. Let's see that page of wands. Let's see that page of wands. Let's see that page of wands. To make long distance work, like any connection, be they across the street from you or halfway around the world, two people have to actively choose it and mean it, and not just choose it because they're afraid to let go. You should not have to get to that point where you have to lie to yourself or the other person to reassure them of their status in your life. Guys, 6 of Cups, this is a connection of the past, or bearing in mind if you've known them a long time. You immediately opened up with, I have to take aces. I have to take aces and I have to take them now. Should they represent the new Capricorn or the old Capricorn that we're having a hard time detaching from? It's a bit much for mid-month. That's okay. Page of Wands, the Star, Temperance, 9 of Cups. I just see you just really reaffirming to your opening. You want to be more open to the future, not keep looking back at the past in disappointment, and yet I still don't see you handling the past situation. You're still communicating with it, and as you do, you keep seeing the direction you're moving in, which is forward, not backwards. There's going to come a point where you are actively looking back to communicate with that person, and you realize you want to look back less and less, and you want to look more to the future. Which isn't a bad thing. You have to acknowledge it. It's like you're clearly on your way out west, but there's someone back east. You understand? And that someone back east represents precious memories. They do. But the Capricorn I'm looking at is blazing a trail towards the west. And they don't want to, at some point, keep looking backwards. I don't know why they can't join you in the West. Maybe you don't want them to. Did that occur to you? But you're still over here saying, no, 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 no. This, we can get by on communication alone, 100%. You don't believe it. And you're both saying, well, this sucks, but what can we do? There's something about you pointing outwards that says, I have a future in this direction, and they're not there either because they don't want to be, or perhaps you don't want them to. How adamant were you leaving? Pretty adamant. All I can do is point out what's here. Okay? It's my job to report what's on the table, not what isn't, right? So the rest is up for you to figure out. To be clear, I saw no hard lines drawn between yourself and this person. It's just those lines are becoming... Well, those lines are becoming softer and more disjointed. Okay. Because you are showing me high levels of individuation once more. I have to do this for me. Me. But then you remember, oh shit, we're supposed to be a we. Okay, so something to think about. I want you to do what's right for you. You actually know what's right for you. I see it over here. I've seen it many times. But you doing something about it, that way you can really feel that this is your destiny without any sense of encumberment, that you don't want it to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's mirroring. Yeah, I see that mirroring here. You both agreeing to agree that the communication will be enough to sustain you two. After all, we live in a modern world, right? Communication has never been easier. Okay. That willingness to communicate that all is well. This started in the spring. So perhaps some of you are at the height of the activity here. The shadow side, the dark night, the moon, there's the fears. Yeah, of everything that's not being spoken. Okay. This might have a better sense of resolution further out in the year. Okay, towards autumn. All right. What was started in the spring, perhaps it will reach its course by fall. Okay. There's the whip, that driving force. I know. I saw it right there at the opening. There was no mistaking that. I have to do this. I have to do this, and I want to. But there's a concern. There's that driving concern, number 33. That driving concern about overcoming a particular obstacle, and is it even feasible, and also P.S. do I even want to anymore? Doesn't feel like much of a relationship if it feels like you're constantly having to get on the other side of a mountain to connect with somebody. And why did we put ourselves on the other side of that mountain, guys? Yeah. Okay. Number 44. Look deeper. All the clues you need are here. 11, 33, 21, 44. Okay, Capricorn, I hope this helped you. It was interesting. Different. Regardless, I hope it helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.